This is Headlines on 2.
Good morning and welcome to Headlines on 2. I'm Dave Clark. The relentless heat in the South Bay having a deadly impact. 28 potentially heat-related deaths just this month are being investigated by the Santa Clara County Medical Examiner. And many of those deaths were homeless people or people over the age of 65. Now, while the county is providing water and cooling supplies, homeless advocates say that's not enough.
When you're out there, particularly in areas that are resource deserts like the south side, there isn't relief. There isn't like a cooling center over there. It's much, much hotter over there. It's more like a desert.
Now, San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan said, in part, the county will add more than 1,000 new, safe, and managed placements for the homeless to escape dangerous weather year-round. A family in Santa Clara wants justice, claiming their 98-year-old family member was beaten to death in 2023 by her roommate in a South Bay nursing home. The family of Vera Flores filed a lawsuit against Mission Skilled Nursing and Subacute Center in Santa Clara. The family's lawyer says Ms. Flores was beaten with a cane by her roommate, Connie Jo DeLuca, who was also criminally charged for trying to smother another resident at the nursing home earlier last year.
A history of violence, documented violence. She strangled another patient here at Mission Skilled, and still they placed her with Vera Flores.
Me and my family are going to have gaping holes in our heart for the rest of our lives. Her pain is over, but ours is just beginning.
Now, Connie Jo DeLuca is now in a Santa Clara County jail, held on charges of felony elder abuse and assault with a deadly weapon. Her case was put on hold at least through August so she can be tested for mental competency. A final farewell was given in Vacaville by the Bay Area law enforcement community for a young Vacaville police officer killed in the line of duty. Dozens of officers from police departments around the state traveled to Vacaville to honor the life of Officer Matthew Bowen, who was killed July 11th during a traffic stop. Officer Bowen, who only 13 months ago joined the Vacaville Police Department after spending 3.5 years with the Concord Police, switched departments to be closer to his wife and 2 young sons.
Your outpouring of support during this difficult time has been overwhelming. The strength and unity you have shown reflect the very values Matt stood for. He believed in this community and he worked tirelessly to make it a safer, better place for all of us.
Officer Bowen's hearse was followed by the entire Vacaville Police Department as it was brought into that special ceremony, and the Concord Police Department was right behind them. All of them walked in under a large American flag held up by the fire department. Well, tonight, President Biden will address the nation about his decision to drop out of his re-election bid. The president posted on his X account that he will speak on what lies ahead and how he'll finish the job for the American people. He is now the first sitting president not to seek re-election since Lyndon Johnson stepped aside in 1968 due to violent protests about America's involvement in Vietnam.
He's not up to serving 4 more years. Can he serve out the rest of his term? How do you respond to that?
I think that's ridiculous. Seriously. The president decided to not run for re-election. That's it.
Now, President Biden returned to Washington after almost a week of isolating at his home in Delaware because of a second bout of COVID. His doctor says he's now testing negative for COVID. His symptoms have resolved. You'll be able to see President Biden's speech here on KTVU beginning at 5 o'clock tonight. Well, Vice President Kamala Harris is scheduled to be in Indiana today. She'll be there to deliver a keynote speech at an event for the Zeta Phi Beta sorority. Now, although this speech was scheduled before the vice president sought the Democratic presidential nomination, she'll be talking to a group she wants to reach: women voters. Vice President Harris campaigned yesterday at a high school in the battleground state of Wisconsin.
Campaign is also about 2 different visions for our nation. One, where we are focused on the future. The other, focused on the past.
Vice President Harris talked about her experience as a former prosecutor going after criminals who abused women and defrauded consumers. She also listed her campaign priorities, which include fighting for reproductive rights, opposing laws that drive down voting among minority groups, and supporting tougher anti-gun crime legislation. A measure that would increase retirement pay for San Francisco police officers will appear on the November ballot. Now, the charter amendment would set up a new deferred retirement option that would allow some San Francisco police officers to earn deferred compensation for up to 5 years in exchange for agreeing to perform neighborhood patrol or investigative work. Advocates say it will help retain police officers. But yesterday morning at a meeting, Supervisor Hillary Ronan called the plan excessive.
We don't need to throw money away at 25-year officers that are just going to game the system and retire earlier than they would have because they can get an additional, if they stay the whole 5 years, $500,000 when they retire.
Now, Supervisor Ronan said the city already pledged $166 million in wage increases and retention bonuses for officers.